Hi, this is Ed Crystal, primary contributor for the VCMM Shadow Box at the 2010 Ventura County Fair. Morning, Ed.
Good morning, Ron.
Just want to ask a few questions about this project that we have every year. Who are the people who are involved in it, such as yourself and the other contributors?
Okay, I was asked by Mark Fries, who did it last year, if I could do it this year. He was too busy. However, he was very instrumental in helping get the whole idea together. It was Mark, myself, John Hazeltine, Ken Wise, Cy Intos that were the beginning of the committee, and we did several brainstorm sessions and did some research at the Ventura County Museum Library, and decided that our best approach would be to do a pictorial history of the fair and bring it to the awareness of how agriculture has played a big part in the development of Ventura, which of course is what the fair is all about, is agriculture in this area. And to tie it in with the Maritime Museum, we wanted to give people an idea about shipping, which is a real important part of agriculture, because you have to get the product to the customer. And in the old days, of course, that was done by sailing ships and eventually by the railroad. So we've got a pictorial history of the development of agriculture, starting with wheat, on to lima beans, sugar beets, lemons, strawberries. And then we chose different aspects of things that were exciting about the different fairs. The first fair was the main attraction was bullfighting, because of the big Spanish population in the area. So they actually had matadors and bulls fighting at that. And then that was in 1874. In 1877, they actually had jousting nights, which we thought was very appropriate, since the theme of this fair is Western Nights and Carnival Lights, so it's a play on the words. In 1913, horse racing made its premiere and attracted over 1,000 people, which was, actually put the fair on the map. And then in 1928, Miss Ventura County, Virginia Bagley, she was an advertiser for the fairgrounds. In 1940 was when the first Ferris wheel appeared at the fairgrounds, and that always has been a major attraction. And in the 60s, rodeo started to be an attraction at the fair, and it still is to this day. So that was a nice pictorial, kind of an overview of how the fair has progressed. And then in our research, we discovered the difference between a wharf and a pier, which we've built here in this model, and this nice sailing ship that our model builders fixed up and put together here. So the whole thing's a nice representation of the history of Ventura and how agriculture has had a major role in the development of the county.
Very good.
And then I also want to stress too that our writers, Mary Foote did the creative writing, and Carol Shoemaker did the editing, and she did all the computer work here that makes this lovely presentation actually come together. So it was a good group of people. We had a lot of fun, and I think we ended up with a really nice display.
It looks really great, especially the sky. Did you want to talk about the construction a little bit?
Well, I'm an artist. I do both painting and sculpting in steel, so it was a natural for me to use steel. And Bill Conroy and I had several discussions about making dioramas for the museum, so it seemed like a natural way to get our feet wet and go ahead and do the curved background, this is all steel, welded steel, the whole frame's steel, so this whole thing just lifts out.
How heavy is it?
It's not very heavy.
Okay.
It's probably about 35, 40 pounds altogether.
And the idea with the perforations?
Well, it's Starry Night, you know, so it's backlit. It's
Okay.
Western Nights is the theme, so it's a Starry Night. It works real nice. It's very attractive, I think.
Love the blues.
You know, we got a nice little strobe light there for some activity and stuff. You know, you can see there's a backlight here to create a little bit more depth and stuff. So it all came together pretty nicely, I think.
Well, thank you very much for this little talk we had. I'm sure everybody will be very interested in learning more about this, and we hope that it becomes the first prize. First prize winner, just like last year's, but maybe an independent one. Thank you, Ed.
You're quite welcome, Ron. Thank you.